What's up guys, Shammers11 and welcome to Fallout Shelter. This has recently come out on the Xbox One. Now Fallout Shelter was originally launched at E3 just before Fallout 4. It was a companion game available on iOS and Android and was pretty big success due to the fact that it was free. It's now come over to Xbox One and is again free. So I thought I'd take a look at it and kind of compare and contrast and see what they're like. Now for those that haven't played it so far, essentially what you have is you are the overseer of a vault. You get to pick what you call your vault, and a load of wastelanders turn up and need saving. They will queue up outside your vault door and want to come in. We have this big vault door chamber to protect ourselves, and inside we build various things to keep people happy. So obviously you need living quarters, which basically allows you to expand the number of people that can be in your vault. We have the three main essentials, which is the power generator, fairly self-explanatory, diner, which produces food, and the water treatment plant, again fairly self-explanatory, but these are the three we absolutely need. You can see that on this water treatment one it will create 18 water in the next 20 seconds. I can speed it up or upgrade it. The bar at the top, you have three of them. At the moment my power's a bit low actually because I've just expanded all these rooms, so we're struggling to fulfill the power needs, but food should go up when I press that, like so, and the longer your team do their jobs, they will upgrade, making them more efficient at that job. We can expand to kind of wherever we want. There are rocks in the way, which we just get rid of by spending bottle caps. Now up in the top right you can see I have 202 bottle caps. Bottle caps are earned in a number of ways. Primarily you will get them just for playing the game, some much needed power. You can also do them by completing tasks, which should, fingers crossed, be here. You can see that if I collect 50 water, I'll get a Vault Tech lunchbox, collect 100 power for 50, and sell a weapon or outfit for 25. All various different things. The Vault Tech lunchboxes are very helpful and much needed. You will get them for doing the odd task. They will unlock various different weapons and characters. Some of them do a lot more damage or are very good at specific jobs. You can of course also buy things, speed ups and that type of thing. The prices range from 79p up to a staggering £83, which is just frankly ridiculous. There are some new things that weren't in the original vault that I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure on. You have pets that you can assign to yourself, and various different other resources you can save up. There's certainly plenty to unlock and build. We can see the original things here that I talked about. I've just unlocked the storage room as I have 12 people in my vault. Medical bay, science lab, overseers, radio studio for getting more people, weapon workshops for making your own weapons, obviously, weight rooms make people stronger, all different things that will help you in your life. The other way of collecting various different equipment, cards, caps and lunchboxes is to send people out into the wilderness. As you can see, I have sent Bobby Day. He's off out. He's been out for 11 minutes. Now the longer you let somebody stay out, the better stuff they will bring back. However, they will run into things. So you can see at 2 minutes there, earned 10 XP and found 25 caps, earned 225, earned 225. So it's a great way of leveling up your characters and finding items. However, they will fight people and slowly they will lose health. At the moment, Bobby Day, under his name, you can see has full health, so don't have to worry about it. But they will also get radiation poisoning. That can be quite a serious thing. It can affect people over a long period of time, and it will restrict the maximum HP you can get. There are various things you can pick up to help you. You can get stim packs and rad packs that will help keep your character out for longer and longer. And again, rather than just picking them up, we can also make them. That is primarily what the science lab and the med bays do. So it's definitely worth leveling up because the guys, as they head out, you can have more than one out at a time. They will come back with some really cool weapons. Now, why do you need weapons? It's not just to stay out. Every now and then marauders will come, if I get rid of that, to your front door, and they will bust in the vault door, and they will come in and attack everybody. Now, they won't kill anyone particularly. What they will do is stop you producing stuff, and they will set fires. Fires are pretty easy to extinguish. You just send people up, and you will get to the stage where everybody has weapons, everybody has great armor, and you will be able to protect yourself pretty safely. So it's not too much of a thing to worry about, especially later on, but can be an issue quite early on. So it's important to get that guy out there searching for stuff as soon as you can. Now, if you've got people, they all have specific skills. So if you look at power generator, it says there S in a circle, diner has an A, and water treatment has a P. Now these are the skills that your dwellers need to have. You can see here that Sandra Crawford is pretty good at A, S, not two S's, that would be rude, but is rubbish at P, E and L. So you want to make sure the right people are in the right room, because they will basically make everything happen a lot quicker. You can see that for power I have to wait over 3 minutes. If I level up all my characters, they will do that a lot quicker. Not only that, but we can upgrade if I had 375 caps, and you can see that it will produce more and store more, which is pretty cool. If they're no good at that, but they're quite good at social things, you can of course send them up to be in the living quarters. Send a man and a woman up there, and after a while a bit of flirting will happen. They will run towards the bed, and magically the woman becomes pregnant. A great way of getting more people into your living quarters, into your vault, sorry, to help you, of course, run things as the kids grow up, which they do. They do become adults, and they do work for you, which is pretty useful. We've just done another quest. Now, the only thing with this is it can feel a little bit laboured. Obviously, when you're playing this on a tablet or a mobile device, you can kind of dip in and out of the game whilst you're doing other things pretty easily. It works really well. It is, after all, designed to be a mobile game. However, on the Xbox version, obviously being a completely free game, it's absolutely fine. To start off with, there's not an awful lot to do, but that's, you know, it's not that bad a thing, because it's a nice introduction to the game. I've played this an awful lot on my iPad, so I kind of picked this up fairly quickly. It will give you time to learn. There isn't much of a tutorial. It's over fairly quickly, and then you're left to it. Of course, the best thing to do is kind of experiment how you like things done. I personally prefer to have a floor for everything, but money is kind of a bit of an option. Makes my options fairly limited to start off with. You can expand rooms as well. If we build another water treatment plant, for example, we can tack it onto the end here, and it will expand it even further, allowing me to get more people in there and help it run. And there's a handy little achievement nicely unlocked. The key is finding the right balance, of course. If you haven't got people to run the buildings, it's no point kind of upgrading as I just did. Power is the absolute vital one. If you don't have enough power, the rooms will start to brown out and they will cease all functionality. So then food and water becomes an issue. On top of that, with the marauders attacking and that necessity to make sure that Bobby Day stays alive and whoever else is out there, it's a nice challenge. It's quite slow paced. It's not too difficult. Once you kind of get the idea of it, you can leave old Bobby out for hours and hours and hours if you want and play something else. This game will carry on in the background, but of course you run the risk of him either getting ill, injured, or indeed dead, as can happen. It'll be interesting to see once I play a bit more how the companion side of things add up, and the new extra rooms. Some of them I didn't see before is the overseer's office, as well as I do believe the athletics room. So it'll be interesting to see what theme workshop does, and the barber shop and things like that. And of course, once we finally get to the Nuka-Cola bottler, everything becomes an awful lot easier. Overall, guys, for an absolutely free game, it's definitely worth picking up and giving a go. It will cost you absolutely nothing. You don't need to pay to rush things. Obviously, if you're impatient and have a lot of spare cash, you can. But, you know, there's no need to rush. It's a game that's meant to take its time, and things will happen, and it will pick up fairly quickly. To start off with, nice, slow, and easy. but you know, it shouldn't prove too much of a challenge. It's just a fun little way to waste some time. Otherwise, pick it up on iOS or Android and give it a go on your mobile as well. But yeah, I hope you found this useful and informative. If you have, feel free to give me a little thumbs up and a like, and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.